Okay. Okay with the lighting and everything? Yeah? Let me figure this out real quick. Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay, you ready? All right. One more thing. I found my boombox, so I'm using it today. Okay. How are we feeling? You guys are quieter than normal. I don't know if that's a good thing or bad.
I did guard for 2 days. I'm exhausted.
No. Well, good thing we're going to relax.
I know, it's perfect.
Oh, you do need a block. You need one. You need one? No. There you go. Okay. So, we're going to start seated. So don't get too comfortable lying down. This is your first time in this class, yes? This year. Yes.
Sunday.
So, yes. Have you done yoga before?
Yes.
Yes. Amazing. Okay. So the way I run the yen class, we start with meditation. We'll do a brief flow, really gentle, just get blood flowing, and then we'll slow down and take it into our yen practice. So that'll be the bulk of practice today. Okay. So starting seated, go ahead and shut the eyes down and find a comfortable seat. So somewhere you can be for a couple of minutes here. Get any last fidgets or wiggles out. All right, so maybe take a few deep breaths to start. Big inhale through the nose. And a big exhale. Again, inhale, breathe in. Breathe out. Continue breathing. You can always keep a normal breath throughout our yen practice. If you want to come into an ujjayi breath, breathing in and out the nose, you're more than welcome to. But find a breath that's comfortable for you, that isn't going to strain you or that you have to put too much effort into. So today for our meditation, I'm going to talk about affirmations. So there's this really, or you guys have probably heard of this before, with, and I was reading about this scientist who did this with icicles. When you say words to your plants or these icicles, as he did, or prayers, or play them music, the music, the energy, the vibration from those words, whatever you're saying or singing, has this power to change the shape of the ice crystals, or that science experiment where the plant that hears the music grows or flourishes more than the plant who sat alone without any noise. So as you think about that, think about how you talk to yourself. If those types of words can have effects on nature like they do, What do you think words of affirmation or praise or just good thoughts even can have on your body and how you kind of present yourself in life? So today, to think about what power you want to bring to your life. So how do you want to feel, or what do you want to receive? And then for me, affirmations usually start with statements of I. So I am, I have, those types of statements. So I'm going to share my affirmations, and then we're going to move through a meditation, and I'll ask you to think of something that comes to mind after each statement. So for me today, I am loved. I have enough. I trust myself. I accept my body as it is. I honor where I am in this moment. My mind and body are at ease. So we'll take these one by one. And whatever comes to mind, it doesn't have to be something big, just first thing, first word that pops into your head. So I am, and then finish the sentence. I have. I trust. I accept. I honor. And one more, I release. And so maybe one of those resonated with you more than the other. And just keep either all or one, or whichever ones stood out to you the most. Keep that affirmation with you during our practice today. When you're wondering why you're here, when you want to move, when you feel that slight discomfort from our stretches, just come back to those words of encouragement, and think about how they're changing your body, your attitude, your thoughts. Take a couple more breaths here, just letting this meditation sink in. Take one more breath in. Take a breath out. Right, we'll start to move. You can inhale, sweep the arms above the head, bring the palms to connect. Exhale, draw the hands down to the heart. Here, breath in, breath out. One more time like that. Circle, sweep the arms up, big stretch. Hands come to heart center, exhale. Pause for the breath in. Breath out. All right, if you haven't already, go ahead and bring the eyelids to open. All right, we'll start to move a little. So from here, we're gonna walk into our tabletop. Let's come onto the hands and the knees. Just take a moment to get there, there's no rush. Set your block aside if you have it. All right. Once you're in your tabletop, let the belly fall, gaze up. Tuck the chin, round the spine, exhale. Inhale, cow pose, belly falls. Exhale, round. Good, inhale. And exhale. And a few more breaths here. So continue with this motion, warming up the spine. Feel free to add on any additional movements. So maybe circling the hips, forward and back. Rocking on the knees, the wrist. Maybe even turning the wrist a different direction. Just start to find some space, exploring the body a little bit here. You have 3 breaths on your own. All right, last breath in. Breath out. All right, from here, let's walk the hands back to the knees. We're going to sit up on the knees. So you can tuck the toes under if you need a little more support. We're going to do a pose called dancing camel. On your inhale, left hand reaches behind you, right arm to the sky. We reach the right arm up and back. Inhale, come back to center. Actually, it's exhale, twist to the right. So right arm back, left arm up and over. Good, inhale to center. We do that 2 more each side. Exhale, lean back, twist. Inhale through center. Exhale to the right. Inhale, center. To the left. Exhale. Inhale to center. And exhale to the right. Inhale to center. Hands come to the heart. Exhale. Good. Plant the hands. We'll walk it back forward. This time tuck the toes. Downward facing dog. Realized I just had my socks on. All right, take a moment here, maybe pedal the feet, left, right. Again, you can rock the hips, add on any additional movements. We're just exploring tight spaces in the body. One more breath in. Breath out. All right, on your inhale, come forward to a plank position. Take 1 more breath in. And lower all the way to the belly. Option to use your knees to come down. Untuck the toes, baby cobra, lift the chest. Exhale, lower down. 1 more, inhale, lift, baby cobra. Good, exhale, release. Child's pose, knees wide, hips back. Reach fingertips forward, inhale. Stay, exhale. Walk the fingers to the right, Exhale. Left arm extends past the right, or left hand. Pull down through the left hip, so lengthen out the side of the body. One more breath in, breath out. Walk it back to center, and then over to the other side. Right arm reaches past the left, right hip pulls back. Breath in, breath out. We come to center on our inhale. Good, and then pull forward, tuck the toes back to your downward facing dog. One breath in down dog, inhale. Exhale. Bend the knees, gaze forward. Slowly walk the feet to meet the hands. Top of your mat. Lift up halfway, inhale, long spine. Fold, exhale. Rise all the way up, inhale. Reach the arms overhead, palms touch. Hands to heart center, exhale. Good, inhale, sweep it up. Dive all the way down, exhale. Lift halfway, inhale. Plant the hands, plank pose, step back, exhale. Your choice, inhale to the belly or halfway down, chaturanga, exhale. Up dog, inhale, lift the heart. Downward dog, exhale. And let's do one more. Bend the knees, look forward. Make your way to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold in, exhale. Rise all the way up, inhale. Hands to heart, exhale. Reach up on your inhale. Dive all the way down, exhale. Lift halfway, inhale. Hands plant, plank pose, exhale. Inhale to prepare, chaturanga or to the belly. Up dog, inhale, lift. Downward facing dog, exhale. And bring the right leg to the sky, inhale. Step the right foot between your hands, left knee down. Slow, low lunge. Reach the arms up on your inhale. Good. Bring the hands behind you, interlace the fingers. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Lift the heart, little back bend here. Inhale. Gently release, hands to the earth. Exhale, straighten the right leg, pull the hips back. Flex that front foot as much as you can, pointing the toes towards the head. One more breath in. Breath out. Rebend that right leg. Left leg lifts, right arm to the sky, twist open. Exhale, right hand down. Let's step right back to downward facing dog. From down dog, left leg high, inhale. Step the left foot between the hands, right knee down. Low lunge, inhale, we reach up. Whew. My balance is off. Exhale, hands interlace behind you. Take that breath and lift the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Exhale, release the hands to the earth. Half splits, left leg straight, pull the hips back. Take a breath in here. Stay, exhale. And inhale, rebend the left leg. Lift the right leg, left arm to the sky. Gentle twist. Good. Exhale, left hand down. Step to downward facing dog. Last breath here. Inhale. And exhale. All right, inhale, come forward to your plank pose. Either lower all the way to the belly or drop the knees, drop the hips. All right, we're going to take our first yen pose. No props for this one, but we're going to come onto the forearms. So we're going to do Sphinx pose. Bring the elbows slightly in front of the shoulders. Good. And then really nothing to do here except let the legs relax. I like to shut my eyes down in this pose just because you are gazing forward. If this bothers your neck, you don't feel supported, you can bring a block in front of you at the tallest height for the forehead to rest on. But if you're going to bring your head to the block, make sure you're not shrugging the shoulders up to your ears. So we want to keep a long spine, long neck. And just relax the gaze. If you're not closing your eyes, maybe gaze downward towards the mat. And then breathe through the chest. So taking it out of the belly, letting the belly be soft. And really only the lower back working here. Maybe relaxing the glutes. And the thighs, the legs can fall open. Just letting the legs feel heavy, letting gravity pull them down. And we just breathe. Stay here, keep breathing. Alright, we have a few more rounds of breath. You can either stay here or come to your seal pose by planting the palms, pressing up and straightening the arms. If you come up and then change your mind, just come right back down. About 5 more breaths here. Try to relax the shoulders. Last 2 breaths. Alright, go ahead and lower back down to the forearms to start. And then bring the elbows wide, palms to touch. Just let the head fall onto the tops of the hands. And just take a little rock of the hips side to side. You can even windshield wiper the legs if you feel like your back needs a little bit more of a reset. All right. One more breath here. All right, plant the palms underneath the shoulders. We're going to press ourselves back to a child's pose. Hold here 5 breaths. So let's lengthen the spine back out. And you can keep this forearms off the mat. Or you can just let the body soften. 3 more breaths. Last breath in. Breath out. All right, on your inhale, come forward into a tabletop for just a minute. We're going to take a pose called heart melting in vinyasa. This is also called puppy dog. We're going to add a little bit of a variation to it. So your hips are going to stay in tabletop, hips right over the knees. And then you're going to walk the hands forward and drop the chest towards the good. All the way down, you might be lifted. You can even use a block for the forehead to rest on if you feel like you're really far from the earth. And then option to stay here. You can thread one arm under the other. So maybe start with the left arm, threading the left arm under the right to get a little stretch in there. And I'll pull to the on the upper arm that's underneath you. Good. So I know this one you did both of them. Yeah. So this is the option with just one. That's a little more gentle. But if you feel pressure that is sharp or painful, just come back into your regular heart melting. It'll be uncomfortable, but be able to discern the difference between pain that shouldn't be there and a really good stretch. I'll tell you when we're halfway through, and then you can thread the opposite arm under if you are taking that variation. All right, if you're taking the shoulder stretch, go ahead and lift up slightly, switch sides. So if you were on the left with me, thread that right arm underneath and let the body weight fall onto the right shoulder. And on your next breath, go ahead and unthread the arms. And then we're just going to roll onto our backs. So you can come down onto the belly first, and then we're gonna take it to the back. So just roll over. No fancy way to get there today. You can face whichever way you would like. Does not matter. All right, let's just hug the knees into the chest for a moment and wrap the arms around the shins. Give yourself a tight hug and just rock side to side. Good. And then before we do our next back bend, we'll take a little twist. So take an inhale. Let the knees fall to the right side of your mat. Left arm out to the left, gaze over that left shoulder. Good. Maybe use the right hand to press down on the top of the left thigh, to draw the legs closer to the earth, or just to make yourself feel a little more supported. So that hand, that weight on the body grounds you. A few more breaths on this side. All right, come to center, bring the knees back up on your inhale. And then we'll switch sides. Let the knees fall to the left as you exhale. Gaze out to the right. Use that left hand to ground you. As much as possible, both shoulders stay on the mat. So let this twist come from the belly and from the spine rather than from the shoulders. Keep breathing here. All right, last round of breath. And then inhale, draw your knees back to center. Give yourself one more hug here. Take a breath in. Good, exhale, release the feet to the earth, the knees stay bent. So go ahead and find your block, if you have that handy. Okay. We're going to start with a supported bridge and then move through a few variations. Again, these are just offerings up to you. If a variation does not suit you or you want to move somewhere else, please feel free. With the knees bent, soles of the feet to the earth, gently lift the hips up and slide the block underneath you. So you're going to want to be on either the lowest or the middle height. And the block sits right above the top of your seat. It's at the bottom of your spine. Good. All right, your arms can be down by your side, or you can reach the arms up overhead for more length in the spine. And we'll start with this variation. And just take notice of how the back is feeling, how the legs are feeling, your hips. And notice if that changes as we move through these different variations. Good, just so you can come back to these. You know what works for your body, what doesn't. And then know that it's just different every day. So the pose that works for you today may not be the same tomorrow. Just acknowledging that, accepting it, and finding a way to make it work for you. Great. One more breath in this variation. All right. Option 2. Just straighten the legs all the way out. So oftentimes I need to come on to a lower height with the block for this one. If you feel any pressure like at the bottom of your tailbone or the base of your spine, go ahead and come down to that lower height. Same options with the hands. Or what sometimes feels nice here is to shimmy the shoulder blades together underneath you and let the palms fall open. So you're getting a little bit more of an opening through the chest at the same time here. Legs can relax and fall out to the side. All right, take one more breath in this posture. And then we're going to do one more variation, just a minute on each side, so a little bit shorter. It's a little more intense, so if you need to pull back, please do so. You're going to bend the left leg, plant the sole of the left foot back on the earth. You can stay here with that one leg long, or bend the left leg and reach the toes backwards towards your head. So it's the quad stretch. That makes sense to everyone. If this bothers your knees, just keep the legs straight. And your knee's not going to be all the way on the ground. If you are, you're pretty flexible. Just take 5 more breaths here. Yeah, I know, it's a tough one. That's why we're not going to hold it. Just an offer up to you, just an option. Take one more breath in. But if you have it, release. Okay, if you want it, try it on the other side. Right leg is bent. Reach the left foot back towards your head, so bend the knees. Maybe just try it, so see what's different about each side. We were doing this a little last week. I know it's really hard. Just stretch the quad out. Take 5 breaths. All right, if you have it, release. Wherever you're at, rebend the knees and plant the feet. Gently lift the hips up and slide the block out from underneath you. Good. So as you bring the hips back down, I just want you to pause here for a minute. That was a pretty long back bend, so we want to let the spine reset here. Good, and then maybe knock the knees in. And feel free to go ahead and windshield wiper the legs left to right. Maybe twisting and rotating a little bit. All right, so from here, don't hate me, we're gonna rock up to our seat. It's not standing, at least. We're gonna cover this with a little forward fold in our butterfly position. Soles of the feet come together, knees out wide. If you feel super tight, bring the feet further away from your body. You want to try the deeper stretch, just draw the heels closer to you. You can always bring a block out in front of you for arms, head, chest on. You can put the block right between your feet. It feels nice. And then we're just going to forward fold. You don't have to go very far. I don't really care how far your head comes down. I want you to focus on either gently rounding the spine or keeping the spine really long here. So moving the spine in the opposite direction of where we just were. And giving the hips a little space here. Does the butterfly work for everyone? Yeah? Okay. Just a few more breaths. All right, one more breath in here. Breath out. All right, slowly inhale, lift the upper body. Got to bring the legs long, and we're just going to shake them out. Maybe lean back onto our backs. Okay, just for fun, happy baby. Let's bring the legs to the sky, grab the outer edges of the feet. Pull the knees down.